friends, and welcome back to Gardening Suburbia. My name is Amanda and I'm a gardener / homesteader here in Cincinnati, Ohio, Zone 6, and I am about 2 weeks into September and I feel like I'm a little behind in purchasing my garlic. Now, I had to hold off on purchasing my garlic only because I was balancing the budget and trying to do markets as well as some other things that just kind of got past me. But this year I am purchasing garlic from a new garlic vendor to me. In years past, I have ordered from Keen Garlic as well as from a local greenhouse in my area. This year I am purchasing from a garlic grower that is in Yellow Springs, Ohio, which is fairly close to where I am. They are a small family-owned garlic growing company. They are Mad River Garlic Growers, it's their name. And I actually had reached out to them in a past video, or for a past video, about some difficulties I was having with the garlic that I harvested this past season. So this past season I purchased garlic from a local greenhouse, and a good majority of that garlic ended up having worms. Now, I'm not saying that the garlic was infested because I purchased it from the local greenhouse, but the variety that was infested was the music seed garlic. It could have also just been something that I had introduced into my own space. It could have just been a season for these worms, because every season is different. There is no season that is exactly like the other. So I went ahead and I reached out to them on their Instagram. They were super friendly, got back to me super fast, and kind of helped me determine what to do with the next steps for growing my garlic, which I have determined that I'm going to try my hardest to plant my garlic in a different location than where I planted it this past season. But being that I didn't really have much forethought in that, I may have to go back and just plant it in the same spot. But we'll see what happens. So in talking with them, I also asked what varieties I should grow, and they had recommended the Islam Red, which is a soft neck variety, because of how productive it is. It being a soft neck variety, it does also have a longer shelf life. Soft necks have a longer shelf life, anywhere from 8 to 10 months, whereas your hard neck varieties are going to have a shelf life of anywhere between 3 to 5, maybe more, maybe less. Just depends on the variety, depends on conditions in wherever you're storing your garlic. So they had recommended the Islam Red, Islam. All of these garlic names I'll go ahead and pop on the screen somewhere so you guys can read them, because I think I'm going to struggle with the words. And then the other variety that they recommended to me was the Romanian Red. And that is because it is one of their most potent or pungent garlics. And I really love a strong garlic flavor. It is a hard neck, so it's not going to last quite as long. But hard necks have the positive of producing scapes. So you can go ahead and cut those off when those produce in the beginning of the summer, or midsummer. And then use those in things like garlic pesto. You can dehydrate them and make them into garlic powder. The garlic scapes flavor is not as pungent as that of the head of garlic, so they are a nice little plus to growing hard necks. You can also saute them in a pan with some other delicious veggies, or in a pan with some steak. The possibilities are kind of endless there. And along with it having a really nice pungent flavor, that Romanian Red garlic is also a very large head of garlic. So hard necks also produce less cloves than that of soft neck varieties. Soft neck varieties have more cloves, but the cloves are smaller. So the hard neck variety having larger cloves makes it easier to peel. You just kind of have to be aware of how much time you have with that head of garlic, because it doesn't last quite as long as those soft neck varieties. Now, on the plus side, using soft neck varieties, you can go ahead and actually braid those for storage, which is, I think a lot of people really enjoy that. I've seen so many videos of people braiding dried flowers and just making really intricate, beautiful designs on these braids of garlic. I made a braid of garlic my very first year growing garlic. 4 or 5 years ago now. And it was the most pitiful garlic harvest I had ever gotten. And it was before I even had a YouTube channel. I had planted seed garlic that I purchased from Home Depot in the spring, and I got, I think, heads of garlic the size of a quarter. Heads. So all of those itty bitty cloves. It was pitiful. I braided that garlic. I loved it. I had it in my pantry. But this year I am going to go ahead and try to. We're gonna get some better garlic and see if I can braid some beautiful soft neck garlic. This is actually my second time recording this section of the video, only because I had decided to use my little clip-on microphone, which I'm still struggling to kind of get the grasp of, and it was also a very cheap lavalier microphone, and I like to move my hands a lot. And so I was holding it and it just kept making the audio spike, and I just couldn't figure out how to make it work. So I'm gonna do a voiceover, I think, for actually purchasing the garlic with past Amanda, because I've already purchased the garlic. I did this about two or 3 days ago that I purchased my garlic. I have my list of my beautiful garlics that I'm super excited to go ahead and try out. If you guys have any questions about garlic varieties, like differences between soft neck and hard neck, please pop them in the comment section down below. I'd love to hear from you. I'm so excited for making this year 1 inch better in production for my garlic. So let's hop on back to past Amanda. There is a tab on the garlic website that is under services and how much garlic to purchase. Now, this goes ahead and kind of breaks it down to be, so if you plant your garlic plot in rows and plant the cloves about 6 inches apart, you will plant 2 cloves every foot. If you plant in a 5x5 bed, you would plant 10 cloves in a row and 10 cloves across for a total of 100 cloves. And depending on the variety you choose, you'll need approximately 2 pounds of garlic. So the space that I have allotted for my garlic is approximately like an 8x5 foot space. So be 160 cloves of garlic, which is about 2.5 pounds. So maybe 3 pounds of garlic would suffice for my 8x5 foot bed. So we're gonna shoot for 3 pounds of garlic, and we'll see how I do with that. So if we go back to their store, they definitely had the Islam Red, which I'm going to do, and they also recommended the Romanian. Hopefully they have that one, and then maybe we can kind of play around and find some other cool ones to try out. When I was talking to them about garlic, they said that they do not sell elephant garlic because it is not technically a garlic. It is actually a leek, which is why they had recommended the Romanian variety to me, just because it was such a large bulb. But maybe we can find some other fun ones. There's the Islam Red. I think I'm going to do a full pound of the Islam Red. It's going to be $29. And that's going to be about 100 plants. So there's 1 pound over 3. I actually want to read the description on this. So the Islam Red is a large bulbed vigorous strain with several layers of cloves, and a 1990 tasting test at Rodale Kitchens, this was a top rated soft neck. It is braidable. It has 4 or 5 layers of cloves with 8 to 10 total cloves possible per bulb. Bulbs over 3 inches possible. This mild flavored garlic is great baked and blended with mashed potatoes. It averages 4 or 5 layers of cloves. It's um, an artichoke garlic. I'm not really sure what that means. But it says it is easy to grow and the most productive. They mature early in the season and one of the first to harvest. They can store 8 to 10 months in proper conditions. They also have multiple clove layers and they're large, flattened bulb. Clove skins are off white tan. Performs well in southern regions as well. Does not typically scape. Most commonly grown Bogota. I wonder what this one is. Marbled purple stripe. So this one says that the Bogota is a strong, rich taste noted as great roasting garlic, which sounds fantastic because one of my favorite ways to use garlic, especially with steak, I pan sear steak on a cast iron skillet and I put a whole bulb of garlic in that roasting pan and I'll stick that in the oven to cook. And it'll roast those cloves so that you can literally just peel them open and it's just so delicious. So it is noted for purple coloration and striping. This variety has tighter cloves skins, which result in large storage time. Needs a cold spell, vernalized, so winter, to grow into larger bulbs. If you like hot garlic, you will love this one. Bogota is one of the spiciest varieties around and is a challenge for the palate. I think I'm going to do a 1/4 pound of this guy. Okay. So the music seed garlic was the variety that I grew last year, and the cloves were phenomenal. Um, but it was also the variety that got all of the worms. So I don't know that I want to grow it again back to back with my last season. Maybe I'll wait in 2 years and grow it again. It may just be more susceptible to whatever fly I had. Um, but who knows? Lithuanian purple garlic. Grown Nootka rose before. Garlic has consistent good yields with nice large clove size for a soft neck. All right, so the Leningrad is a large porcelain type, 4 to 6 large cloves per bulb, long shelf life, high heat intensity that mellows quickly. Large plants with typically large bulbs performs well, and these are the largest of the garlic plants and the highest amount of acetylene for health benefit. They are typically very cold hardy, large, easy to peel, beautiful cloves, loves moisture, and the bulbs are usually beautiful in shape and white in color. So I think I'm gonna do probably a pound of these because they are actually hardneck variety, or it is a hardneck variety. So that'll give me a total of 2 1/4 pounds. So we've got about 3/4 of a pound left to kind of play around with a couple other varieties. This one's a Carpathian. Hardneck garlic boasts a balanced and rich flavor, perfect for both cooking and eating raw. With large, easy to peel cloves and high disease resistance, it stands out among other rocamboles. Rocambole garlic. These are prized by many famous chefs for their fine flavor and large, easy to peel cloves. Beautiful scapes with single and double curls, bulbs with single and some prone to double cloves. The shorter shelf life for approximately 5 months as a result of the loose skins, so enjoy them into fall. Needs a period of cold weather to grow large bulbs, the vernalization or winter. Cloves are tan to brown, and this is a garlic plant I love to watch grow with blue-green, large, wide leaves that sway in the breeze. They're a winner in the fashion show. Most strains yield 6 to 10 cloves around the hard stem. 1 pound of seed garlic will approximately yield 50 to 60 plants. 1 pound will approximately. Okay. I'm gonna do a half pound of these. Um, so let's get another half pound just because this one um, has less garlic per the weight, just because they're a heavier garlic. That I'm excited about. Never grown a rocambole. I think that the Romanian garlic was a red Romanian that they had recommended. This has been another variety for us. However, this has been another good variety for us. However, is one that does not like competition. Bulb size will be noticeably reduced if you lose control of the weeding around the variety. It is so strong and pungent with a long lasting bite and is very good for storage. Averages 4 to 5 cloves per bulb. Is a porcine garlic, and these are the largest of the garlic plants, the highest amount of psyllium for health benefit, and they are typically very cold hardy, large, easy to peel, beautiful cloves, loves moisture, and the bulbs are usually beautiful in shape and white in color. Cloves skins yellow to tan. We're gonna do a half pound of those guys, and that should be all of the garlic. But let me just check our cart and see what we got. So we've got 3 1/4 pounds, which I think is going to be good. Um, and then we've got the gardener pack for my sister. So I'm going to go ahead and pay for this. All right, and just like that, we have ordered our garlic. I'm super excited about this garlic. So I'm actually going to put this into a two-part video. So this is going to be the first part of this video, and I will link it, the second part, over here for you guys once that one is up. Thank you guys so much for joining me on a garlic buying party. I'm super excited for this year's garlic, as I was last year's garlic. Every year I can only hope to get a little bit better, and I hope the same for you guys. If you guys want to enjoy any of my other content, I'll go ahead and pop that second part to this video up here for you to enjoy until my next upload. But until then, thank you guys so much for joining me here at my little homestead. I will see you guys in the next one.